How can you accidentally become a pro at a video game? Usually if you want to get really good at a game, you just had to train for a long time in order to get better at it. But that's not exactly what happened with me. But let's start back at the beginning of this story to give it a little bit of context. On February 8th of 2021, I decided to stream every single day for at least an hour a day, for as long as I could maintain it. Some of those streams may not have been the greatest, but there was a lot of good content mixed in there as well. I started streaming on Twitch by playing Pokemon Sword, where I eventually averaged 1 to 2 viewers per stream. I did get decently good at high-level Pokemon battling, and also managed to befriend another small Pokemon streamer who was a lot bigger on Twitch and a lot better at the game than me. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Eventually though, I began to feel that my channel couldn't grow for much longer if I kept streaming Pokemon Sword, so I decided to switch games. I kept bouncing around from popular game to popular game, trying to find a game that was perfect for my channel, something that I'd enjoy playing, and something that my audience would enjoy watching. Until one day, my brother decided to tell me about this popular indie game that he really enjoyed watching, called Friday Night Funkin. At this point, my viewer count had dropped practically nothing, so I was just playing games that I wanted to and live streaming my whole experience, so I figured, why not? If you're unfamiliar with Friday Night Funkin' is a rhythm game, similar to DDR. But rather than using a dance pad, you use buttons on your keyboard for the up, down, left, and right arrows. The main game is organized into 7 weeks, with 2 or 3 songs per week, each with an easy, normal, and hard difficulty. It only had 6 weeks when I first started playing, but I was so bad at the game that I got stuck on the second song of the second week for normal mode, titled South. I'll show you some gameplay of it, so that way you can see just how pathetic it was that I couldn't beat this song.
Three, two, one, go!
Eventually though, I managed to beat the game and thought I was done, until someone put a link to my suggestion box that really had me hooked. If you visited my Twitch streams over at twitch.tv/gyroidgaming, you would know I have a suggestion box that anyone can put a suggestion in for me to do something on stream. After I finished Friday Night Funkin', a random Twitch chatter decided to challenge me to try and beat an extremely hard mod and dropped a link in the suggestion box for me to download it. This piqued my curiosity, because I wasn't aware of all the Friday Night Funkin' mods at that time, so I decided to take him up on the challenge and try out this new mod. The specific mod that he had linked was versus Ronald McDonald. It sounds absurd, but once you see the mod, you'll see just how hard it is.
3, 2, 1, go!
Although I didn't manage to beat the Ronald McDonald mod on that particular stream, that mod was what first introduced me to the world of Friday Night Funkin' mods, and also helped me train for all the other mods because of its difficulty. My brother, who first told me about Friday Night Funkin', became a great asset in planning out which mods I would play for the day's stream. He would tell me which mods he thought I should try, and I would download them and beat them on stream for that day. Eventually, it got to the point where my Twitch chat would tell me what mods they wanted me to play, and my knowledge of mods for the game finally surpassed his. However, what I didn't realize when I started playing Friday Night Funkin' was that the category on Twitch has a few hundred average viewers who love to watch the game, but less than 50 streamers per day who stream that category, which means your potential to be discovered is way higher. Due to this new category that I started streaming in daily, I eventually reached an average of 5 to 6 viewers per day with a following count of 200 people, which meant that I could become an affiliate. My highest stream actually managed to break 20 viewers at one point, which is pretty incredible for a small streamer like I am. With all these viewers came the benefit of knowledgeable members of the Friday Night Funkin' community, who know tons of mods for me to play. One of these Twitch chatters, known by the name of Gaming with Cup, actually started compiling a Google Doc with links to tons of mods for me to play. At the time of recording this, his list currently has over 800 mods on it, while the current amount of mods that I've played totals slightly over 250. I managed to reach this impressive number by streaming Friday Night Funkin' every day, with the occasional break day to play another game, for a few months. Because Friday Night Funkin' is such a small category, I managed to rise to the top of it, being only beaten out by streamers who had a few hundred viewers, who they brought their audience to this category with them. Being one of the top Friday Night Funkin' streamers comes with a lot of perks. One of these perks was that one time, a mod developer came into my chat and let me try the beta version of their mod before they released it to the rest of their community. I got some exclusive content for my stream, while they got some good feedback about how they could improve their mod, and also some free advertising by letting me play it. Another benefit is that you'd constantly have new people entering the chat who might know of all the best mods for the game, and even quite a few obscure ones that you've never heard of. Some of my favorite mods have been suggestions from Twitch chat that I might not have found if they didn't suggest it to me. There were also a few times when I was playing a mod and the developer would come into my chat and talk to me about it for a bit, which was a really cool experience. It's great to know that they value my feedback and my experience playing their mod, and that I could help them in developing their next one. Eventually though, I started to realize that my skill at the game had greatly increased over the past few months. I came to this realization when one day, Gaming with Cup challenged me to a 1v1 in a Roblox version of Friday Night Funkin, called Funky Friday. He'd helped me a lot with mods that I probably wouldn't have found on my own, so I decided to accept. I figured he'd probably just beat me because he'd been in the community for a lot longer than I was, but surprisingly, I managed to beat him on almost every single song except a few. So then I decided to start holding 1v1s against my chat in Funky Friday, and without fail, I'd win the majority of songs against them. I knew I was pretty good at the game at that point because I had beaten lots of hard mods that other people struggle with, but it was at this point that I realized I had become a pro at Friday Night Funkin. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video. The conclusion of my time streaming daily on Twitch was that I eventually stopped because I promised myself I wouldn't keep streaming daily if it interfered with my normal life. So unfortunately, after over 7 months of streaming daily, I ended stream and haven't pressed go live since. But that's actually about to change today, because I'm going to be live this week only, starting today, Wednesday, November 24th, because I've got a bunch of free time this week. Anyway, subscribe if you liked the video, and I'll see you guys next time.